Hello everyone, this is the Prussian Prince with another Total War Attila tournament match cast. And this is going to be NAFT number 8 final. It's a best of 3 between the Dorner and Mesias of VOD. And in this first game we have the Dorner playing as the Saxons and Mesias as the Danes. This is going to be an interesting matchup, I think. Let's put it in slow motion and go over the compositions. So for the Danes here, being controlled by Mesias, we have Nordic raid leader general with race. Then let's see, a bunch of these Nordic horse lords as usual, 6 of them, 2 of which are bronze 2 and the other 4 are bronze 1. Then we have up front these 4 Nordic band, these 2 herdmen in the back with a thrall skirmisher. Looks like 2 chosen warriors in the center. No, actually a chosen warrior and an elite Nordic warrior. Then 2 axe warriors on the left, 3 axe warriors on the right. So he's brought this build before. Let's see how he's gonna use it. Then for his opponent, the Dorner actually, playing as the Saxons. We have, let's see, Chieftain with Gedrick General. Interesting choice. He's definitely much tankier than the Nordic raid leader, at least. Although he doesn't do damage as quickly. Then we have Brace on him. As for the Cav contingent, 3 Nordic horse lords on the left, 3 Nordic horse lords on the right. Actually, no, 2 Nordic horse lords and a heroic Cav on the right. Not the same thing on the left, just 3 Nordic horse lords though. Then up front we have a lot of Nordic hurlers, looks like 5 of them. Right behind them we have 6 of these Nordic axe warriors, as you would expect. Standing next to the general we have 2 Hearthguard. They're the defense of the general, it seems. Whoops, no, that's not the button I want to press. I want to press fast forward. So let's see how this one is going to play out, because it's just going to be another rush here by Mesias. And the Nordic man here doing very well. Wow, just look at this horse lord just being so brave. This horse lord definitely out of position and is going to pay for it. The Nordic man support here with the Nordic horse lord going to kill off this unit. Even Axe is coming in just to finish this horse lord that much quicker. So already that is a huge waste by the Saxons. Here Nordic bands supporting against the Nordic horse lords, but thing is now that the Danes are overextending. They need to be careful here. They need to start sending more support. And they didn't get a charge off onto the Axis. That's not good for them. And these units are not supporting properly. However, the Danes have pushed through here nicely. They just need to continue moving on forward. But these units are just staying here, not doing anything. They need to go. They need to go. Don't go back. Go in. There we go. So that is a good move by the Danes. They're going to start flanking around. And we should see any time now the rear charges by this horse lord should end the game, essentially. If the Danes don't push up here. I don't know why the Danes are pushing up on this flank. This is a bad move. They need to kite back here and here. They don't need to engage because they're already engaging here, and this is going to be a perfect engagement. Wow, let's look at this. Almost perfect engagement. This rear charge going to end these axes and this horse lord. I mean, this is just the most cost-effective engagement. Almost the most cost-effective engagement you can take, that is, by the Danes here. This is an insane engagement for the Danes. Just look at these horse lords, these axes here, all routing off the field. This axe warrior is going to be next. So that is the difference an extra cav unit makes, basically. Now that side is done. This axe warrior also getting charged here by the horse lord, doing a lot of damage here and holding up all these units. But these axes not coming in for the Danes. That is a problem. Thrall skirmisher coming up. Looks like they're going to target the chieftain. But now this huge blob here for the Danes, I don't know what they're doing. They need to spread it out and go in here. Thrall skirmisher targeting the chieftain, and they're going to start doing damage, but it is in shield wall, so it's not going to take as much damage. Hearthguard pushing into the Thrall skirmishers. They're going to kite now, though. Chieftain's really taking no damage from those volleys. That is insane. Here we have this herdman coming in against the Hearthguard. Gonna take a while to finish that engagement. Horse lord here losing to this horse lord, but with axe support that's gonna change. Now all these units left on the field here for the Danes that are just going to destroy this side. I mean, all these horses, they're gonna go into the skirmishers, they're gonna go into this unit, and they're gonna go into that unit with axe support as well. I don't know why at least one Axe unit isn't going to destroy that Hearth Guard. We should see that. But here comes a very good Axe Warrior charge into this Hearth Guard. Goodbye, Hearth Guard. This shield wall is not going to hold against the axes. I am sorry. This Cav charge, it is going to make it into both of these Axe Warriors, but Thrall Skirmishers here, I don't know what they're trying to go for, and these Cav units doing nothing right now. They need to keep going around, otherwise they're just going to get shot by Skirmishers. Rear charge something. And now this Chosen Warrior going to miss its charge, it seems, and these axes. Ooh, that's not good. This blob here again by the Danes without actually flanking. And this Axe Warrior is going to actually end up dying at the end of the day due to shield wall of the Hearth Guard here. Very, very interesting. But the left flank for the Danes just continuously pushing forward. As you can see here. And this Hearth Guard not making it through because of the Thrall Skirmisher support. Cannot beat this Herdman at all. Now more Horse Lords getting into the Hurlers, and at this point it is basically over for the Saxons. Hearth Guards here getting charged, but actually they held very well against the Axes in shield wall. I was very surprised actually. These Axes here going to do quite well here with Chosen Warrior support, especially once the Horse Lords come in. Even the General, the Nordic Raid Leader engaging here. I mean, it can against Hurlers, it's just Hurlers, but at this point just not a lot of units left for the Saxons. Chieftain with Gedrick activating Brace and is now going to start supporting this fight. But let's go into... yeah, let's hide the UI and just watch this engagement. Hearth Guards charging into the Chieftain. I mean, they're going to get destroyed by the Chieftain, but not generally, but not in this kind of engagement. As the Chieftain is just surrounded right now, is going to drop very, very quickly, even though it's a Chieftain. It is still going to die against all these units, but it's just holding extremely well, as you can see. Still no man dying against all these units. It is very, very impressive, but once it gets attacked in the rear, it is going to start losing men, and it will lose men rapidly. It might actually just rout and not die. Look at it just hang on with 100 men here. It is actually in shield wall, so that is helping, but now as you can see, it's finally starting to drop. Horse Lord's going for the charge on it as well, and that's going to do a lot of damage to it. The Cav getting in, and then more units coming in, so this Chieftain going to drop. But it's getting a lot of kills considering the situation. I mean, it's always going to do well in shield wall, considering the situation, but as you can see here, it's just getting mauled by all these axes and Herdmen and Hearth Guard, whatever. Well, Herdmen, I mean. Just too many units that this Chieftain cannot... I mean, it holds very well, but against all these units, I'm sorry, but it's not gonna happen. And it looks like we have the Saxons, the Dorner actually conceding defeat here. Very well done with the Thrall Skirmishers, and that engagement, initial engagement on the right flank, excellent for the Danes actually. And on the left was pretty bad, but it ended up going well at the end of the day. As for the Saxons, well, that was what lost them the game, I feel. What happened on the left flank in the beginning, from that point it was basically over. But anyway, that is game 1, currently 1-0 for Mesias in this best of 3 final, and I shall see you in game number 2, where Mesias has the match point. This is game 2 of the match, where we have the Dorner playing as the Visigoths, and Mesias is the commander of the Saxons. As I was saying earlier, match point for Mesias here, as he's up 1-0 after winning with the Danes against the Saxons. Now let's see if he can pull it off with the Saxons against the Visigoths. As, he may actually be able to do it if he pulls off a move like he did before. Well, actually it was more of a mistake on Dorner's part, overextending with that single Nordic Horse Lord, which lost him the game. But anyway, let's go over the Saxon composition here. First, for Mesias, he has Nordic Raid Leader General with Brace. Then we have 6 Nordic Horse Lords in total. Looks like they're all bronze 1. 6 Nordic, no, actually no, 2 Axe Warriors on the right, 2 Axe Warriors on the left, and 2 Chosen Warriors in the center. Up front we have a lot of Nordic Band, 4, 5, 6 Nordic Band, and an elite Saxon Javelinman, it seems. As for the Visigoths here, commanded by the Dorner. Let's see what we have. So we have the Gothic General, gold 3 with brace. Then we see 3 Noble Germanic Horsemen, silver 2 on the left. 1 is silver 3 actually, and on the right, 2 silver 2 Noble Germanic Horsemen. Make that 3 actually. So taking advantage of the extra fatigue resistance that units gain at silver 2. Very nice. Then let's see what else do we have. Looks like a Thracian Oathsworn silver 2 on each flank. Up front, 4 Germanic hurlers supported by 4 Germanic archers and 3 Germanic pikes. The thing about this composition though is that it is very expensive. He only has 2 good infantry units, and it's 2 very good infantry units because it's Thracian Oathsworns, but the thing about them is that it's the only units that he has, the only melee infantry units that he has. How is he going to handle the enemy with just 2 melee infantry units, 2 good melee infantry units? Like I just don't see this build working out, but we'll see. I mean, he did it before. Granted, Hamilcar Barca just made a couple of mistakes which allowed that, but we'll see if he can do it again. But I think with this build, you rely on your opponent making mistakes more than the build being solid itself, I think. Because it is very, very risky to bring such a build. So we see the Nordic band here for the Saxons pushing up. And with the javelins, they could do a lot of damage to these Noble Germanic Horsemen, indeed. So I like this a lot by these Nordic band. If they get a second one, wow, just look at how they destroyed the Noble Germanic Horsemen already with their javelins. 13 kills, 6 kills. That just switched around the game completely. This Thracian Oathsworn getting charged, and that was the one of the 2 good infantry units that the Visigoths have, and there it goes. It is off the field now. It is not going to hold out much longer, especially with Axis coming in here. That was a massive mistake by the Visigoths, and now this Nordic band, yes, it's gonna die, but not before being very efficient and destroying this Noble Germanic Horseman and holding out for a while against it. Here come the Axis though, into this fight. They should get a charge onto the Thracian Oathsworn though here, I think. They're kind of pulling through the way it is going right now. Here we have the Nordic band pushing up against the Germanic hurlers, but again, on this flank as well, Nordic band's gonna get their jabs off, as you can see, destroying the Noble Germanic Horsemen. 13 kills and 9 kills on the Nordic band, just already being extremely cost effective here. Here comes another push onto this side of the Visigoths. This Noble Germanic Horseman is gonna go down for sure. These units here are gonna go down for the Visigoths. Only 76 kills on the Thracian Oathsworns. This game is basically over right now. Very bad charge here by the Nordic Horse Lords though. They definitely need to go around because now they're gonna get stuck, and this Noble Germanic Horseman can go around and hit that axe unit for free. But here this flank just going oh so well for the Saxons. This axe kind of got charged by the Gothic General though. Very nice charge. Gothic General should pull out of here though once this axe warrior is routed, I guess. Or he should just pull out right now, I think. But anyway, over here these hurlers and archers not doing enough damage, and they're just wasting all their ammo onto the elite Saxon javelin. Actually no, they're targeting this Nordic raid leader, which is not a bad move at all. But here this flank is going very badly for the Visigoths as well. Thing is, this Horse Lord just engaged improperly here, and is now looks like it should go out and stop that Noble Germanic Horseman though, because that Noble Germanic Horseman cannot be allowed to rear charge this axe unit. It would be very bad if that were to happen. But still, at this point, very massive advantage for the Saxons. This Oathsworn is gonna go down, but 3 men left, refuses to die. We need to see Axis coming in here, destroy this horse unit as quickly as possible, or they could just keep going forward, trying to get the general of the Visigoths, or making sure that these hurlers cannot make it. The Germanic Pike's going to die with 2 chosen warriors. Of course, here these Thracian Oathsworn did not get charged, but now they're not. Now they did get charged, I guess. How weird the thing that the Horse Lords are doing there, though. Looks like this is going to be a massive disengagement, but by disengaging like that, this Oathsworn, as you can see, getting a lot of kills as the units disengaged. Lots of kills actually onto the Horse Lords there. But these axes getting into all these hurlers. Hurlers destroyed that horse lord. That was a very nice move. But at this point, it's just not a lot of units left on the field for the Visigoths, and everything is wavering and chain routing. This Thracian Oathsworn going to go down to this last cav charge, and all these units over here, as you can see, Noble Germanic Horsemen engaged with Nordic Horse Lords and Nordic Band. This unit gonna go down, especially once more units come in. The Nordic Raid Leader took a lot of damage to the archers, but it's just not enough. There's a lot of inefficient trades here by the Visigoths, and as I said, just only 2 good infantry units, not gonna go well, especially when your only 2 good infantry units get charged. In particular, the one on the left flank of the Visigoths got charged, and in essence, that lost the flank of the Visigoths for sure. Now all these units are wavering, they're gonna soon rout off the field. Let's just zoom in, watch the action. It's just about a Gothic general here who is going to fall sooner or later. And this is going to be game. Very, very nicely done by Mesias here. Some very nice offensive maneuvers indeed. And his Nordic Band usage, I really liked it. He did a lot of damage to the enemy cav, and just like, normally you wouldn't do as much damage with Nordic Band if you throw the javelins, but he did because the Noble Germanic Horsemen were running away from the Nordic Band, which allowed the Nordic Band just to do even more damage with their jav throws. So, I mean, had they charged the Nordic Band, the cav that is, it would have gone better than just pulling away, I think. But that is game, so let's look at stats. Wow, Saxons. 1X were doing a lot of work here, and the elite Saxon Javelin just destroying all the pikes, I guess. And Nordic Band being very cost effective here for sure, even the Chosen Warriors. Wow, and Horse Lords doing some work too. As you can see for the Visigoths though, the 2 Thracian Oathsworns doing very poorly. Well, one of them doing okay, I guess, but it needs to do more than okay if you only have 2 good infantry units. That is for sure. Now these Noble Germanic Horsemen did not do very well at all. But anyway, that is game and match. So congratulations to Mesias of VOD Clan for winning the NAFT number 8. And hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. Share the video, and I shall see you next time.